You wake up in the morning, and the first thing that comes to mind is probably not the most pleasant thoughts about how hard it is to get up. Same day again? Maybe you don't feel like getting up because you feel tired. Maybe it's because of a busy week or because your heart is heavy. But then you start to feel that slight tingle. Your body is ready for a new day. And in that moment, it's important to ask yourself one very simple but powerful question. What if this day is a new chance to get younger? Imagine that every day is an opportunity, not an obligation. The question is not how old you are, but how you perceive each morning. But how do you get started? What can you do to feel your skin start to glow again and your thoughts become clear and fresh? We too often box ourselves into the confines of vanity. We forget that sometimes to rejuvenate, you just have to let yourself be. To do that, you need to make space in your body, in your head. Don't you? Release to feel the old go away and the new, fresh and refreshing, enter you. Awakening through water. You are what you drink. You've probably heard this more than once, but how often do you pay attention to what you drink in the morning? How much time do you take to just drink a glass of water? Immediately after sleeping, you wake up with a sensitive body like everyone else, slightly dehydrated, like an empty vessel ready to be filled with a new morning. You probably don't immediately notice the importance of this simple step, but water is magic. Don't believe me? Think about it. Your body is 70% water. It's the foundation of everything. And if you want to rejuvenate yourself, you need to start with the simplest and seemingly obvious. You wake up and your body feels like a running machine, but a glass of water with lemon is a little magic that starts the renewal process. Warm water with lemon improves circulation, it detoxifies your body, and most importantly, it makes you feel alive. Water is not just a liquid, it is a symbol of the beginning. Water is the first step to your rejuvenation. Why is it so important? Think about how important what you choose to eat right after bedtime is. How can you start the day without treating yourself to something simple and healthy? Try doing this for yourself in the morning, even if you're really tired or feel like you can't. Water with lemon is not just a habit, it's your first gesture of self-care. Don't forget about it. Now that you understand the importance of this step, let's think about the next point. How do you feel about your nutrition? Can you remember your breakfast in the past few days? Maybe it was another cup of coffee, or maybe you didn't eat breakfast at all. If you ate something, it was probably some quick snack, something that didn't do your body any good. Think about it. Your body is not just a mechanical system. It's a living organism that needs to be nourished to get its doses of energy to keep your cells alive young. You may ask, why all the smoothies and juices? You've already lived enough without those exotic breakfasts. You might be laughing and thinking it's too complicated. But imagine this. What if breakfast wasn't just a meal, but a true reboot ritual? Green smoothies, berry smoothies, all of these fill your body with what it needs and make it look younger. Every morning ritual is like tuning an instrument. Imagine that you are a musical instrument, and every morning you have to sound perfect. Not perfect in terms of appearance, but perfect in terms of your inner state. To do this, you not only need to support your body, but also feed it with the right vitamins and minerals. Don't be indifferent to your breakfast. You know that your body requires vitamins, antioxidants, which means greens, citrus fruits, berries. Try new recipes, but do it consciously. You don't want your body to feel like a neglected or poorly maintained machine, do you? A moment of mindfulness and connection with your body. You have to realize one thing. The whole rejuvenation process doesn't start with external procedures or expensive creams. It starts with your attitude to yourself, with the way you see and feel your body. You are the main architect of your health. Realizing this doesn't come right away, but it is crucial. Every day is your chance for recovery and youthfulness. Ask yourself another question. How much time do you spend with your body? When was the last time you felt it? A simple gesture like a warm-up stretching meditation is something that can completely change your perception. Have you ever heard how important it is to maintain a balance between body and mind? And here's what's important. That balance starts with your mindfulness. When you focus on yourself, on how you feel, you become more attentive to what is happening to your body. In that moment, you feel every cell come alive, filled with vitality. Are you ready to begin? Today, right now, you can take the first step. It's not hard. You don't have to change your whole life at once. You can start with small steps. A glass of water with lemon, a simple green smoothie, a warm-up before breakfast. Let yourself feel that you deserve this rejuvenation, that your body has a right to be cared for. Can you see how these simple steps add up to something more? How they become part of your morning ritual? If you do it today, you will feel your body respond, and when you wake up tomorrow, you'll be ready for a new day full of energy and confidence. Your journey to rejuvenation begins with these simple but important steps. Are you ready? Have you ever thought that your body is not just a mechanical system of organs and tissues? It is a living being that has its own needs, its own emotions, its own history. It doesn't just exist, it feels. And it can still be flexible, strong, young. You live in this body, and it is how you treat it that determines its condition. So the first step on the road to rejuvenation is to recognize the body as your ally. Feel how it responds to your care. When you do a little morning stretching, you're not just working out your muscles. You're giving yourself a chance to feel alive, and your body responds to the gesture with gratitude. It's not just a physical exercise, it's a deep connection with yourself, with every joint, with every breath. We often ignore the importance of movement. The problem for many people, especially in today's world, is hypodynamia. You sit in the office, at the computer, in the car, and you begin to forget that your body is not just a vehicle for your thoughts and emotions, it is your home and it requires movement. It's like pouring living water into a vessel, filling it with energy that allows it to function at full capacity. Why is it important to move? Because when you move, you give your body the opportunity to regenerate. With every stretch, with every deep breath, you start processes that slowly and imperceptibly rejuvenate you. Every movement is not just a physical activity, it is a way to tap into a source of energy. You don't want your body to turn to stone, right? But the movement has to be conscious. When you are practicing yoga, Pilates, or even just a walk in the fresh air, it is important to focus on every step, every breath, every movement. There is no room for haste in this process. There is no need to strive for results. All you need is to be in the here and now. Sleep as a source of rejuvenation. Have you ever thought about the fact that sleep is more than just rest? It not only restores your energy, but also gives your body a chance to cleanse, regenerate, and rejuvenate. It's hard to overemphasize the importance of quality sleep in the rejuvenation process. You know that many of the processes that keep you young occur during sleep. During deep sleep, your body is actively repairing itself. This is when important processes such as cell renewal, toxin elimination, and hormone synthesis, including the very hormone of youth, melatonin, take place. But how often do you wake up tired without feeling rested? You may not be paying enough attention to the quality of your sleep. Think about how you get ready for bed. How much time do you spend in front of a screen? This prevents your body from settling down and getting in the mood for sleep. It is better to turn off all gadgets an hour before bedtime, create a comfortable atmosphere in your bedroom, and take time to relax. Remember, your sleep is a sacred time for your body, and the better you organize it, the younger and healthier you will look. Sleep not only restores your energy, it helps you regain that harmony that is so important for your inner rejuvenation. You want to wake up refreshed and ready for a new day, don't you? To do this, you need to create conditions for quality sleep. Refreshing air, soft tones in the interior, absence of external stimuli. All this should be part of your morning ritual. Psychological rejuvenation. How thoughts affect your appearance. But rejuvenation isn't just about physical processes. Realizing that your appearance and body condition are directly related to your inner world is just as important. Have you ever wondered how your thoughts, your emotions, and your perception of yourself affect your health? You are not only your body, you are your mind, your inner world. If you look in the mirror every day and say to yourself, "I'm tired, I'm getting old, my body is not what it used to be," you will probably notice these changes. It all works on the level of vibrations, on the level of your perception of the world and yourself. If you're convinced you're getting older, you're creating a space around you that promotes it. But if you start thinking differently, if you start seeing yourself as someone who is rejuvenated, you automatically open up new possibilities. You don't believe me? Try taking a deep breath right now and saying to yourself, "I can feel my body getting younger." You don't have to believe it right away, but as you repeat these words, you'll see how they begin to affect your inner attitude. You already know that rejuvenation is not magic. It's a journey that starts inside. How you perceive your life, your old age, your possibilities, is how you will look. Psychological rejuvenation starts with learning to be grateful to your body for everything it does for you. Start looking at yourself with love and respect. This is the first step to rejuvenation on a deep level. Meditation, the key to inner harmony. Have you ever wondered how often you give yourself the opportunity to be in silence? How often do you allow your mind to be silent, to relax, to clear itself of all the thoughts that keep you down? To rejuvenate yourself, you need to learn how to calm your mind. Meditation is an amazing tool for this. It helps not only to relax, but also to restore inner harmony. Meditation is not always a long process that requires a lot of time. It is simply an opportunity to stop, pause in your day, and pay attention to what is happening in your body and in your soul. Have you ever felt all the tension go away, your mind become clear and clean? It's magic, and it's available to everyone. Meditation helps to restore the balance between body and mind. It allows you to reboot your system, restore your inner resources, and be more open to rejuvenation. You can start with a few minutes a day, and over time you'll feel your inner energy being restored and your appearance changing. Your skin becomes more radiant and your look more confident. How to rejuvenate yourself through self-love. Everything we've talked about somehow boils down to one simple truth. You can only rejuvenate yourself when you learn to love yourself. These are not just pretty words. It is a true philosophy of life that works not only on a physical level, but also on an emotional level. Self-love is not selfishness, but realizing that you deserve to be happy, healthy, and young. Have you ever asked yourself the question, how can I love myself? Self-love begins with taking care of your body, respecting it, accepting yourself as you are. If you start treating yourself with love, your body will respond with gratitude. You will feel rejuvenated, and you will look at yourself with pride. It may take you a while to believe this, but start small. Every morning, remind yourself that you deserve to be cared for. Start by giving yourself some attention, some care, some kindness, and you'll see things start to change, not just in your body, but in your life. Nutrition as the basis of youth. Have you ever thought that your body is not only what you do to it, but also what you put into it? Everything you eat affects how you feel, look, and feel healthy. Our eating habits don't just provide us with energy for work or recovery. They directly affect how we will look and feel a day, week, or month from now. Rejuvenation starts with food, but that doesn't mean you have to go on strict diets or limit yourself in the pleasures of life. It's much simpler and more important than that. The first step is to be conscious of what you eat. We live in a world where quick snacks, fast food, and bad habits seem to be the norm, but each of these choices leaves a mark on your body. You may not notice it right away, but over time, it takes its toll. Why not opt for foods that will help your body repair itself rather than waste its resources on cleansing? Think about it. Food is a source of energy, and what you eat determines whether your body keeps you young or slows down. The body requires quality fuel to stay in shape. Vegetables, fruits, whole grain products, proteins, and healthy fats should be the foundation of your diet. Water. It's so simple, yet so essential to maintaining a youthful appearance. You know that lack of water can lead to dehydrated skin, wrinkles, and fatigue. Water is what nourishes cells from the inside out, and it's essential for maintaining proper metabolism. Every time you eat, you give yourself the opportunity to be filled not only with physical energy, but also with vitality. Imagine that your body is like a garden that you are tending. If you water it regularly with good stuff, it will bloom and grow. But if you throw garbage at it, it will start to suffocate and lose its color and strength. Daily rituals and their significance. Every day, every moment, is an opportunity for you to create new habits that will guide you toward rejuvenation. But what do we mean by rituals? Rituals aren't just procedures, they are what make us feel important, protected, and mindful. Understanding this key aspect of your day can become the foundation of rejuvenation. Your morning routine can be such a powerful tool if you approach it with awareness. Each day begins with how you set yourself up. It's not just a process of fulfilling mandatory tasks, it's the beginning of your journey for the day. If your morning routine includes stretching, meditation, and gratitude for the new day, you're not only creating a physical but also a psychological space for rejuvenation. The rituals you create for yourself become your beacons in the world of everyday concerns. It's like an inner mindset that supports you in moments of doubt, fatigue, or depression. Start the day with gratitude, and you'll notice how your body responds to this. A simple act of gratitude for the opportunity to be here, to work, breathe, and move, is the key that opens the doors to rejuvenation. Moreover, it's essential to remember that even the simplest actions can be imbued with deep meaning. For example, washing your face in the morning. If you do this not just as an obligation but as a true ritual, you perceive every touch of the water as a way to cleanse yourself not just physically, but emotionally. It's important to be mindful of every moment, emotions and their impact on health. Your psycho-emotional state plays just as much of a role in the rejuvenation process as your physical state. We often think of youth as being only about appearance, that what matters is how we look on the outside. But in reality, youth is an inner state, and it starts with our emotions. How we perceive the world, our attitude toward ourselves and others, our stress levels, all of this impacts our well-being and, of course, our appearance. Negative emotions, anger, stress, anxiety, have a destructive effect on the body. They trigger mechanisms that slow down cell renewal, dull the skin, and make hair brittle. The negative state you experience records itself in your body. Prolonged stress and negative emotions can lead to chronic diseases, exhaustion, and aging. And this is not a metaphor. To maintain youth, it's crucial to learn how to regulate your emotions. In this context, meditation, deep breathing, and mindfulness practices become powerful tools. You can't entirely avoid stress, but you can learn to respond to it differently. Instead of allowing stress to destroy you, you can learn to view it as an opportunity for growth and change. Try to focus on your emotions for just a few minutes each day. Notice what you're feeling in the moment and recognize how it affects your body. This will not only help you better understand yourself, but also teach you to release negativity, which often stands in the way of rejuvenation. Harmony between the inner and outer worlds. What's more important, appearance or inner state? Ideally, of course, they should be in harmony. Your body, your mind, and your soul, all of these elements should work together so that you can enjoy the present moment and unlock your true youth. We often focus solely on our appearance, buying cosmetics and undergoing procedures. But if you don't take care of your inner state, your outward appearance won't be lasting. It's like trying to paint a beautiful picture on a canvas that is torn with age. First, you need to strengthen the canvas, your inner state, and only then can you paint not just beauty, but also harmony on it. It's crucial to find a balance between how you look and how you feel inside. Youth is not always about age, it depends on your perception of yourself. If you learn to live in harmony with yourself, you will feel young at any age. Your body will respond to this harmony, and you'll notice how it becomes healthier, more beautiful, and more energetic. And at that moment, you'll realize that true rejuvenation begins not with external changes, but with profound inner transformation. This realization may be an eye-opener for you, because rejuvenating your body and soul doesn't require expensive procedures or chemical substances that promise miracles. All you need is attention to yourself and to your inner state. Often, we strive for changes without realizing that everything needed for rejuvenation is already within us. In search of something external, we forget to look within, where the forces capable of restoring our youth and freshness reside. Remember how you felt in moments when you were in harmony with yourself, when your thoughts were clear and your body light. You realize that aging is not just a physiological process, it is a reflection of your inner state. And this feeling, this energy, is something we can develop and cultivate. Don't rush to find quick fixes. Let each day be a step toward inner balance. Start with the small things. Take a few minutes in the morning to stop and feel your breath. Don't rush to work. Don't try to fill every minute of your day with tasks. Listen to yourself, your soul, and your body. Think about what you truly need at this moment. Rest, inspiration, silence. Let this inner world become your guiding light that leads to rejuvenation. Meditation, deep breathing practices, and attention to your feelings are not just ways to relax. They provide an opportunity to clear the mind and body of tension, stress, and unnecessary thoughts. After all, stress ages us much faster than external signs of aging. When the mind is constantly occupied with worries and anxieties, and the body is stiffened with internal blocks, no cosmetic procedure will restore your natural energy. Calm the mind, and you will see how your body begins to return to its natural state. This is why it's so important to pay attention to your inner state. Every day, every moment you spend in mindfulness, in harmony with yourself, matters. You can change your life, your well-being, and your emotions by starting with simple but deep steps. Gradually, you'll start noticing not only how your appearance improves, but also how your perception of the world shifts. You'll feel the energy coming alive, your thoughts becoming clearer, your body waking up. And this is not magic. This is the process of natural rejuvenation. Remember, there's no final goal in this process, because rejuvenation is a journey, not a destination. The important thing is to live in the present moment and be open to change. You don't need to become someone else. You need to become yourself, but in your best, most harmonious version. Cultivate attentiveness, love for yourself, and care for your body, and you will see how rejuvenation inevitably arrives. To make this process even more effective, It's important to remember another key aspect: caring for your body through physical activity. It doesn't need to be grueling exercise that drains all your energy. Even simple walks in the fresh air, yoga, swimming, or light morning stretches will help strengthen muscles, improve circulation, and most importantly, give your body a sense of lightness and youth. When you move, your energy flows freely, and with each passing day, you'll feel your body growing stronger and younger. But physical activity is not just about working with your body. It's a way to enhance your connection with yourself. Through movement, breath, and stretches, you begin to better feel your body. You absorb the energy that has been held back, and gradually you unlock your inner potential. And even if you feel tired or tense, it's important not to get stuck in those states, but to accept them and move forward. After all, rejuvenation is a continuous process that doesn't require perfect conditions. It's important to be open to change. Also, don't forget the significance of nutrition. Every food we consume carries its energy. Try to choose foods that support your life force. This doesn't have to mean radical changes. Start with small steps. Increase the amount of fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet. Drink more water, and reduce sugar and processed foods. Gradually, you will feel how your energy and mental clarity improve, how your body becomes more toned and firm. The feeling of lightness and strength comes precisely through inner harmony. Everything you do for yourself matters. Let it be breathing in the fresh air, a walk amidst greenery, or a cup of tea with a loved one. All these moments help you return to your natural state, when your body and soul are connected. You will feel how your energy begins to shift, how you once again become present in the moment that is so important to you. Make mindfulness and self-care your daily ritual. Don't strive for quick results, because true rejuvenation is a journey that brings results not instantly, but gradually. With each passing day, with every choice, you are closer to harmony, to inner renewal, to that state that you truly need. Let this process be your personal transformation. Your inner world will open up horizons before you that you never dreamed of. And so, on this path, when you finally begin to realize that rejuvenation isn't linked to external methods, to procedures, or to the search for miraculous pills, you will understand the true essence of the process. Rejuvenation is not just about improving appearance. It is, first and foremost, about reconnecting with yourself, with nature, and with the source of energy that lives inside each of us. We are all born with this gift, but often in the pursuit of external ideals, we forget about it. You will feel how all the simple practices you've integrated into your life begin to work in unison. And this is not just about your body. This concerns your perception of the world, your emotions, your relationships with others. You will begin to see beauty in simple things. Find joy and inspiration even in the most mundane moments. With each passing day, you'll open new horizons, realizing that rejuvenation is not a race, but rather a process in which being authentic and being yourself is essential. When we talk about age and aging, we often forget that it isn't limited to the numbers in the passport. Aging is more of a result of your inner state, your perception, and your attitude toward life. You can stay young at heart, and this energy will reflect on your appearance. This is the key to true rejuvenation. Being open to new experiences every moment, living with curiosity and inspiration, and most importantly, never forgetting to enjoy life. You'll realize that in just 7 days, or even less, you can change not only your body, but also your life. You can become a lighter, more energetic and harmonious person without heavy effort or sacrifice. The path to rejuvenation lies through mindfulness, through caring for your inner world, through paying attention to yourself. These simple steps, practiced daily, will work for you, filling you with strength and freshness. So every day is a step toward your renewal. You become younger not because you try to blindly follow trends or others' expectations, but because you've returned to yourself, listened to your body and soul. You become the person you've always wanted to be, full of energy, calmness, and confidence that every moment in your life is a gift. So remember, true rejuvenation is not an external process. It's your journey back to yourself.